Well, it's 27 degrees and it's snowing. I don't believe we'll be riding any motorcycles today. Well, maybe a day like today is the perfect day to do something completely different, like clean up the garage workshop, put some tools away. You know, if you're anything like me, you probably dread coming out here in the garage trying to make order out of chaos. It happens to the best of us. If only there was some way, some magic formula that we could use to take the chaos that we have and put it in some kind of order and help us organize our shops, particularly those of us who work in a garage and have a workshop space that we have to share with Christmas decorations and lawnmower equipment and all that sort of stuff. Well, guess what? There is. And if you'll stick with me, I'm going to tell you all about how to do it, how to use it, and how to organize your shop in a way that's going to improve your efficiency and make your life a lot happier. You probably know Adam as the co-host of the TV show Mythbusters, but he also has a great YouTube channel, Adam Savage's Tested. Now, several years ago, Adam introduced the concept of first-order retrievability on his YouTube channel. Essentially, first-order retrievability is about designing storage systems that allow you to quickly and easily access the item you need. And that streamlines your workflow, increases the efficiency in your workshop, and boosts productivity. Now, for those of us who have a garage as our workshop, our biggest storage problem isn't retrieving what we need, it's gaining access to it in the first place. I term this the challenge of accessibility, accessing the tool or product you need to do the job. Over the last year, I've been building upon Adam's concept to create a comprehensive strategy to organize garage workshops like yours and mine. And I call this strategy Adam's Rubric. Now, there are 4 levels or orders in Adam's rubric: first order accessibility through fourth order accessibility. Let me show you an example of each. Now that we understand Adam's rubric, how do we use it? Well, we have to understand the 4 definitions that go along with it. First definition: first order accessible storage. Typical pegboard. I can see what I want, the tool I want, or the product or part I want. There is nothing hindering me from walking up and putting my hand directly on it. I can take it out of storage, use it, put it right back in. First order accessible storage is your most efficient storage. If I could make an entire shop where every tool, product, or part was stored at first order, that'd be the most efficient shop you could get. Unfortunately, we live in the real world and we really don't have that kind of wall space. So we have to make a compromise. And that takes us to second order accessible storage. A cabinet of drawers, okay, a toolbox. We cannot necessarily see when the drawer is closed what's in it, but we'll have them labeled and we know where we can go get them, and we can put our hand right on the part or product that we need very quickly. Now, one of the things to remember is that as the order of storage goes up, the order of accessibility goes up, efficiency goes down. First order accessible storage is your most efficient storage. Second order accessible storage is not as efficient as first. Therefore, the more we could put into first, the better off we'd be. Now, here is another example of second order accessibility. You have it in drawers, or you can have it in cabinets. Now, let's say I need a drill or an impact wrench or some tool that I know is in my cabinet, but I can't see it. But I can easily access it by just simply opening the door, and I can put my hand directly on what it is I need, and I can go use it, put it away, close the drawer. I know where the tool, product, or part is that I need, and it's only separated by a door or a drawer. That's second order accessibility. Here's an example of third order accessibility. I have a second order accessibility storage program going on, but I've got it obstructed by this rack that I use on my car, plus these electrical cords and some stuff and an old seat. I can't automatically walk up to the second order storage and open it and get access to what I need. So this is third order. You could have third order accessibility on a first or a second storage option. As you see up here, I have several boxes of storage, but I can't reach them. I'm not tall enough. So I have to have some form of a tool to get to those. If you have to have a tool such as a ladder or stairs or something like that, that storage option is fourth order storage, fourth order accessibility. It's the least efficient storage. So there you have it. There's our 4 orders of accessibility in Adam's rubric. Now the question becomes, okay, Tom, I understand the definitions. How do I apply them to make my shop more efficient? Well, hang in there, we're fixing to do that. So how do we apply Adam's rubric? What's the first step? The first step is to go through and audit our workspace, identifying the levels of accessibility. Here's a cabinet that's got an obstruction. This is now third order accessible cabinet. Okay. Our nut and bolt storage area is blocked by a lawnmower. That makes it third order accessible storage. We come over to our workbench. Okay. Workbench is unobstructed. That makes it a second order accessible storage area. Our pegboards give us our first order accessible storage area. We've got some more cabinets. This cabinet is good for second order. This cabinet has a bunch of obstructions on it. That makes it third order. Then we come over here to our other toolbox, which is second order, except that it is blocked by a lot of household stuff. We also have a second toolbox, and it too is blocked by bicycles, electrical cords, etc. So what could have been good second order accessible storage is now third order. So our next step is to try to elevate our orders of accessibility. We know we've got a third order accessibility here. If we clear all this stuff out, we now have our second order of accessibility back in operation. Let's do that. We've just improved the efficiency of our workshop. We're now back to a first order accessibility for our parts storage area, and we're now back to second order accessibility for this cabinet. What we do is go through the entire area of our shop we ordered and try to move things around so that we lower the order of accessibility, thus raising our efficiency of our workspace. Now that brings us to the question, what do we do with all the obstructions that we just removed to make our shop more efficient? Well, we apply the Millyard principle. And I'm going to let Mr. Millyard explain that to you in his own shop.
Well, my little garage is here.
You did say little garage. I'm surprised at just how little it is.
Just a single garage.
Something that people have said who've been here before, they're surprised that you do so much. I mean, I know you've got other sheds.
Well, that's what it says here, look, Honda 6 from the shed.
Exactly, but you do so much and can get so much done. Effectively, you know, a motorcycle manufacturer that comes out of something that's probably 7 foot across.
What happens, I've been around so many people's houses and they've got these huge double garages. What's in there? Washing machines, bicycles, kids' toys,
Guilty.
rubbish, clutter.
Guilty.
Oh, and there's a lady in the corner and a bike, and the guy goes, I've got no space, I've got no room to do it.
But at least there's no washing machines. It's just
This is a small space, but
it's your space.
I've got just enough of what I've got my nice layer.
Okay, I have introduced the concept of Adam's rubric. I've given you the 4 definitions of accessibility, and I have demonstrated how to use the rubric to assess your work area to improve its efficiency. Now what I'd like you to do is go out to your garage or your workshop, take the concepts we've learned and apply them and do an assessment of your work site. Then respond in the comments, tell me what you've learned, what you've observed, and I'll do my best to get back to you on each comment you submit. So until next time, ride safe and we'll see you down the road.